evening and thanks for joining us for tonight's edition of Newswatch Nightcap. I'm Maggie Hockenberry. While some of us are trying to stay warm outdoors, we can't forget about the safety of our pets. Newswatch's Margaret Langevin found out earlier today just how important it is for people to be aware of their pets' well-being in these conditions.
Owners are becoming more responsible, making sure their animals have fresh water and food, but we do run into the occasion where, the animal doesn't have water or a doghouse, and, we have to educate and help the people or, take the dog from the people.
And Dieter says in cases where animals are taken, it's because people don't know how to properly take care of animals in these harsh conditions.
A lot of times people will want to put bed or blankets and stuff in with the dogs. When the weather warms up, those blankets will become wet, and when they freeze again, it freezes. So your best bet to put into your doghouse is straw, because it doesn't, refreeze. Make sure you have a water bowl that you can break the water up or dump it out and then put fresh water back in. Or they do sell heated dog water bowls. Those are awesome too.
Taryn Pinnell has changed a lot of water bowls. Not only is she an animal control officer, but also a supporter of the Coles County Animal Shelter. She stayed at the facility for 2 nights this week just to make sure the dogs and cats were cared for.
I knew that the snow was going to be pretty bad, and I didn't want the dogs and cats to be out here by themselves. If something were to happen, we couldn't get to them. I wanted to make sure they were fed and warm and safe.
While it was a long few days, she says there was plenty to do to keep her busy.
So I brought my own dog, brought a couple dogs out, and we all played, and it was, got some extra cleaning done.
Bring them inside, it's too cold.
Dieters also says to be cautious and use your best judgment when taking your animal outside. And if your pet has to be outside, make sure they aren't out for too long. If you see a neglected animal, get the address and call the Coles County Animal Shelter at 345-4112. It seems the snow will hold off until the weekend, but we are left with bitter cold temperatures once again. We now turn to Skywatch local forecaster Braden Harp in the Weather Center. Good evening, Braden.